Hey folks, Dad here with Elevation Diecast Racing, and it is part 3 of modern muscle testing. Here is a look at the right side of the bracket. If anything jumps off, we'll get specific, but really, we're just going to test them out, see what kind of times they get. Only 2 from the last race have made it back into this race, and I don't think they are going to survive. I don't know. We'll see. One of those being from Dad's race team, that Monte Carlo, taking on the Camaro. Let's go. Yeah, one and done. 209.5. He's running better. Up next, we got a Matchbox Mustang convertible taking on a Challenger Drift. Fast and Furious. Gap with a 2118. He'll be moving on. Next up, one from a Zuru 5-pack. It is a 2018 Camaro taking on a CR6 Corvette. Corvette blows him out of the water. Next up, we got Mustang versus Camaro. Camaro out front, and it gaps him in the end. 2135 moves him on. 2 Mustangs going at it this time. I know the one in lane 2 is an exclusive deco from one of the multi-packs. He'll take it 213. We'll switch lanes. 2123, the time to beat. 2125 moves him up. Next up, we have a Viper taking on another Ford Mustang. 214 straight up. Mustang with a 10 thousandths advantage. And he'll get the win. 2137 moves him on. Staged and ready up in the blocks. It's another Mustang versus Mustang. Ooh, 2129. We need to start seeing some speed. 2127. We'll put him against another Mustang. Next up is another Mustang, I believe, came out of my box of Mustangs that I had just laying around, taking on the Springtime convertible Corvette. Spring 22. Oh, my Lanta 2083. What? This is what I'm talking about. Jumping over to the other side of the bracket, another Mustang out of the box. Taking on, you've seen him before, the Copo Camaro. Moving parts. Mustang takes him out. 106 to 109. That's good. Well, that's better than what we've seen so far. Yeah. Mustang moving on. Beats out the Camaro, and he'll be going to the parking lot. Up next is a Hot Wheel Fire Department Camaro taking on a 70th anniversary Ford Mustang convertible. Camaro blows his doors off with a 2119. He'll move on. All right, up next is a Camaro with a Borla Tampa work on it, taking on a convertible Corvette. Camaro wipes him out. 2119 seems to be a number for these Camaros. Definitely not pulling any breakneck speed. Nevertheless, we'll move that one on. Up next, Viper taking on a Mustang. Mustang gaps him. 2112 moves him on. Next up, convertible Corvette taking on a Copo Camaro. Good race this time, and the Camaro drives around him in the end. Wow. I like when these cars will punch it in the gas tank pedal right at the end. That's enough to move them on to the next round. Another Mustang versus Corvette. Haven't seen one of these Mustangs do good yet, and this one's not starting out. The ones that have all that ground effects stuff on it, they never seem to do good. Fat wheels and back do not help. So, if you're thinking of sending a car like that, think again. You won't win. 2145 is the time to beat. We'll run them one more time just for fun. Yeah. 2148 moves the Corvette on. Okay, convertible versus hardtop. Let's see these Corvettes roll. Wow. Gap City. 2122 moves them on. Last race of the first round, Corvette taking on another Mustang. 2102 and a 10,000 speed. Let's roll them. Yeah, 2107 moves him on. Eliminates the Corvette. Okay, let's see if this Fast and Furious drift car has what it takes. It does not. And let's get the long view. $2,099, I like that. Battle of the General Motors, Camaro versus Corvette. Camaro drives around them 2.6 to 7. 2.126. Camaro moving on. Okay, we have Mustang versus Mustang. 2.129. Moving on. Mustang versus Mustang. Two of the same casting, different colorways. Yellow with a 2.083 once again. Camaro versus Mustang once again. It's the Mustang this time with a 2.109. I don't see the Camaro coming back. And so it is the Mustang moving on. All right, Mustang versus Camaro once again. Pretty even race. Mustang with a 1,000th advantage. 2.117, the time to beat. Camaro just cannot punch it, and the Mustang moves on. General Motors warring once again, the Vette and the Camaro. Camaro drives around them. 2.139, wow. 2.139, the time to beat. Camaro once again pulling ahead. Not very impressive times, nevertheless moves them on. All right, this Mustang looks like he is going to be the odds-on favorite in the final 8. Well, 9. 2.098 this time. Seems like lane number 1 is running hot tonight. He indeed is. 2.099 moves him on to the next round. Okay, quarter time separating the slow from the fast. And there it is. 2.102 and a 20,000 speed is good enough for me. Here we go. Mustang versus Mustang. Oh my Lanta. 2.091 and done. Victory. All right, one's going to be first and one's going to fail on race day. Let's see it. Woo! 2.108. Let's switch them. Shelby GT on the inside with the advantage. 2.110 is not enough, and the GT moves on. All right, the classic Camaro versus Mustang. Wow. 2.101 is going to give them a one-and-done victory. Okay, here are your semi-finalists. The Monte Carlo, Ford Mustang, and Ford Mustang. All right, first up, Mustang versus Monte Carlo. Let's see who can get it down the lane first. Mustang drives around them. 2.088. I'm liking that. 2.088 is the time to beat. Ooh, 2.090 won't do it. And the Mustang moves on to the final. And which Mustang is going to meet in the final? Wow. 2.104. That gold one sure has slowed down. He was running wasn't he running a 2.083? I don't know what happened to him, but let's run him back to the top. 2.104. I guess we have to switch lanes. 2.104. 2.104 again. We'll move him on. And it looks like we'll do a battle for third in this one because I know that Monte Carlo's faster than that Mustang. 2.10 the time. Oh yeah, there he goes. 2.096 will get him into third spot, and he will challenge the second spot to make sure we have the fastest cars. Yeah, 2.089. Wow. 2.089 is the time. 2.088. And to seal the deal, yellow one with a 2.085. 2.099 finally broke by that other Mustang. So this one is the 20 Ford Shelby GT500 made in Malaysia. So you can find him on card. Okay, Monte Carlo versus the second place Mustang. Mustang gets him 9.5 to 9.7. 2095 then, the time to beat. Won't do it, so the Mustang will hold on. So we'll let the Monte Carlo tag on. He will be eliminated, I'm certain. But these are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars that have made it and emerged from this mass of die-cast. Some you've seen, some you did not see go down the track, but I assure you, if it is in this pile, it is not fast enough for this tournament. Look at all those cars. Oh my Lanta. It's a lot of racing. And I still have 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 21 left that I will run off camera. If anything pops off, I'll show you if it has potential. But for right now, decide your ride. What do you think is going to be the last two, the fastest two out of this bunch? 2014 34.1 gram convertible Corvette. 2012 34.8 gram Z06 Corvette. For all intents and purposes, the 2000 Dodge Viper, 36.7 grams. 34.6 gram 2016 Chevy Camaro. From the Drift 5-pack, the 2012 Mustang Drift, 42.2. Ouch. He just got eliminated. Out of contention, just like that. Got to be under 40 grams if I'm not mistaken. Let me know down in the comments what you think. But as of right now, I think he's out. 36.5 gram 2005 Factory 500 Mustang. No, 2010. It's the 31.7 Gen 4 2000 to 2002 generation era Camaro. 2020 36 gram Ford Shelby GT500. 2015 GT350R. Or the 35 gram Monte Carlo Stalker from 2010. Or Chevy Impala. I'm sorry. Not a Monte Carlo. It's an Impala. Let me know what you think of this field. And we'll get some drivers. Pick a winner. Which one do you think is going to be the fastest out of these? And to be honest, I didn't think this one would be the fastest anyway. 2094. He's fast, but I don't think he's not pulling no 208s. And that's what it seems like will be going in. So 2095, so not. Let's see if Modern Muscle can even get into the case. Sitting at number 58 is our Gatekeeper. An Ultra Hot Trans Am. Highly, highly unlikely. Yeah, Trans Am just turned on the heat. 2089 to 95. So this Modern Muscle, not fast enough to get into the case ranks. But he does keep up. So, you've been watching Modern Muscle Testing Part 3. Coming to you from Mile High Raceway If it isn't fast and you're going to somebody else's track, you better be fast or you will be last. Happy testing.